Today's practice is going to be all around prioritizing our well-being by embodying our values. And so this is going to be an opportunity for us to go in deeper around understanding our core values, what's important to us in this moment in time, and how we can intentionally choose our values instead of hoping it works out for us. This is our opportunity to close out the week, giving ourselves permission to be human, and this is going to be one of my last Friday sessions here on the platform. So if you're here today, you're in the right place. I'd love to know who is here, where are you joining from. You see we've got 4 folks with us so far. I'm MaryBeth. I'm joining you from Baltimore, Maryland. I am a teacher here on the Insight Timer platform, an author, wrote the book Permission to be Human, so it's no surprise that I'm here to facilitate a practice around giving ourselves permission to be human. And I have been hosting these Insight Timer Lives since the new year. So since 2022 in January 1st. And we are now in October, so coming up pretty close to a year. This is my 75th live on the platform. I typically host these on Mondays and Fridays. And I've been having a little bit of a opportunity, not even a little bit, a big bit of an opportunity to look at where I have been investing my energy and what my capacity is for these types of engagements. And I just did a little bit of a looking up and seeing, my impact here on Insight Timer, which I just love being a part of this community, but in full transparency, I can't afford to continue to teach this many live classes. I need to focus on bringing in more clients and doing more work in my business. I did a little bit of math and I make 13 cents per live in donations that come in. And I certainly don't do this for the money. That's not my intention, but I need to start setting some boundaries with where I'm investing my energy so that there are bigger returns for our own financial abundance and being able to move into the next phase with that. So for better or worse, I will be cutting back on these lives. So as I mentioned, I typically do them on Mondays and Fridays. I think we're just going to shift to Mondays starting in November, and then potentially closing it out in, maybe once a month, every other week, something like that, moving forward. So if you're someone who's been coming, I will definitely make this update in the group, our Permission to be Human group, so that it's not a surprise. I also want to remind everyone that I have 7 guided practices on this Permission to be Human pledge. So whether or not there's a live going on, there's an opportunity for you to go deeper into these practices in your own life at whatever time serves you. And I have a YouTube channel for my business, Spark Vision, where literally every single live I've ever done is on that page. So if you ever wanted to feel like you were in one of these live recordings versus something that you can access on demand on Insight Timer, the whole live are up on our YouTube page as well. So I'd love to know if there's some more people who have joined us. Where are you joining us from? Is it your first time? Have you been coming? Are you ready to give yourself permission to be human? I'm wondering if you can hear me and see me okay. It's not, I typically get lots of comments. All right, Maureen, hello, first time. Beautiful, wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining. Martha, thank you for being here for the first time. I'm glad you're here. This is an opportunity to ignite higher levels of self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-care. So if you are interested in self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-care in the name of permission to be human, you're in the right place. Maureen, what's our YouTube? James, will you put the YouTube? I think it's Spark Vision, which is my company name. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. James can put whatever the handle is. James is my husband, and he's been on every single one of my lives. Isn't that amazing? He's my husband and business partner as well. And it's just been such a gift to be in community with you all over the last year. For anybody just joining, I've been a part of doing these lives since the new year. We did start off with a Permission to be Human New Year's Challenge. And now here we are coming into November, right? Coming into holiday season. A time where we really need to be kinder with ourselves, to be gentler with ourselves, to have grace, right? To be in a place with giving ourselves that permission to be human first, right? Versus going straight to the judgment place, straight to the what I call the doom vortex, right? Where we just start spiraling down on all the things that should be different and, judging ourselves for where we are or versus where we want to be. So this is a time, that as we come up on the holiday season, it's really a time for us to double down on these practices. It's a time for us to go deeper within ourselves, and it's a time to really be generous in our inner journeys. So you're in the right place if that sounds like it's something you're interested in. And so I want to go ahead and get us started in our practice today. And for anybody who's just joining, please know that we have a group called Permission to be Human if you want to continue to be engaged and join the conversation there for folks who want to share what came up for them or what's, a sticking point or a win that you want to celebrate around giving yourself permission to be human. That's where you can join us. I also have a course here on the platform called Knowing and Living Your Values. And as I just mentioned, I typically do these lives on Mondays and Fridays, but starting in November, I'm going to be coming back to Mondays. So, but you can access all of my practices for this Permission to be Human and many, many more here on Insight Timer. And all the lives I've ever done are on our YouTube page. So with that, let us begin. Let's get started by rolling our neck, our shoulders, our wrists, our ankles, giving our body a twist. Having some grace with ourselves in this moment. My body is like, screaming at me right now in my back and between my neck and shoulders. I'm just going to let it know I hear it. And whenever you feel ready, you can close your eyes or gaze down. And just slowly begin to drop your breath down into your belly. Breathing in and out through your nose. And just slowing down into this present moment. Really releasing, softening, letting go anywhere you may be holding on to tension. And allowing yourself the gift of this present moment. On your in-breath, you can repeat to yourself, I breathe in peace. And on your out-breath, you would simply repeat, I breathe out stress. I breathe in peace. I breathe out stress. I breathe in peace. I breathe out stress. Just continuing to allow yourself to soften, to let go, to really lengthen that exhale, lengthen that inhale, breathing in peace and love. Exhaling out stress and fear. And just bringing your awareness now to your face. Noticing anywhere you may be holding tension, where you may be tight, where you can soften. Forehead, jaw, around your eyes. Moving down to your neck. Breathing in that peace, breathing out stress. Your shoulders, arms, hands. Noticing and softening. Back, chest, belly. Breathing in peace, breathing out stress. Your seat. Thighs, calves, and finally down to your feet. Softening, releasing, allowing yourself to be here now. Now I invite you to connect with your heartbeat, whether that be putting your hands on your chest or feeling your pulse through your neck or your wrists. Just connecting with your heart. Seeing what you notice about the pace, the intensity, perhaps even the quietness. of your heartbeat. And just sending gratitude to your heart for the beautiful gift that it constantly provides you, being the vessel of love, keeper of your values, and place to return to whenever you feel out of alignment. In a moment, I'll begin to recite each of the lines from the Permission to Be Human pledge, and you are invited to either repeat the words back in your mind or simply allow the words to wash over you. This is an opportunity to ignite self-awareness, self-compassion, and self-care as an opportunity for you to give yourself more and intentional permission to be human. So let's take a big breath here. And let's begin. I promise to honor what makes me perfectly imperfect. I promise to meet myself where I am, not where I want to be. I promise to suspend judgment and ignite compassion. I promise to set healthy boundaries to protect my energy. I promise to prioritize my well-being by embodying my values. And in doing so, I promise to give myself and others permission to be human. And for today's practice, we will go more deeply into the promise to prioritize my well-being by embodying my values. I invite you now to bring back into your memory, bring forward from your memory the last experience you had where you felt true energy, aliveness, purpose, well-being. What was an experience recently where you felt joy, happiness? I invite you to simply bring it into your awareness. Notice what made this such a great experience for you. Was it who you were with, or what you were doing? Just notice every single quality of this experience that made you feel really good. And I invite you to distill that down to a core value of yours. Perhaps it was connection, humor, unity with nature, true friendship, creativity. Just notice what comes to you as you begin to connect this experience to your unique core values. And now, how might you purposefully ignite that value in your life today? How might you choose to be in alignment with this core value that you've identified? How might you step into a higher vibration by being one in the embodiment of your authentic core values? What would that look like for you today? What will that look like for you this weekend? And what would that look like for you as you close out this year over the next few months? To choose your values or to choose your well-being. To choose happiness. And to choose the authentic alignment of who you were born to show up as each day. What a gift to know we're only one choice away from creating that possibility. And with that, I invite you to bring a slight smile to your face and a bowing of your head towards your heart in gratitude. Gratitude for showing up for yourself in this practice, for choosing to give yourself and others permission to be human, and for allowing yourself the possibility, the highest quality of life, by prioritizing your well-being and embodying your values. What a gift. With that, let's take a final big inhalation in, holding your breath as long as you're able at the top, and then a big exhalation out. Here we go. When you feel ready, you can slowly wiggle your fingers, your toes, roll your neck, your ankles. Slowly flutter your eyes open. And I'd love to hear from you in the chat. How are you feeling now? How are you feeling now? What's one word to describe how you're feeling now? I love seeing the hearts come through. That helps me know how you're feeling. Joyous, beautiful. I love that. Calm, wonderful, Phyllis. I am feeling, and for people who have been coming here for a while, I saw John in here a moment ago. I'm feeling pretty low, and you may have picked up on that in my facilitation today. Hopefully, it didn't transfer over to you. And part of that is that I'm grieving a little bit today. I'm grieving a bit because we are making big choices, setting big boundaries, and that means changing a lot of things that I have been used to and things that have brought me a lot of energy and possibility, but have not been something that I can continue to do from a place of my own well-being. And so I'm grieving in this moment because I think this is going to be my last Friday live session. I was saying when I started the lives, today is my 75th live. It has been such a gift to do these with you all, and really has been wonderful in my own inner journey to have an ongoing practice like this in my own life. But as we begin to make some big shifts in our business and start to understand, what is the highest and greatest opportunities for me to really protect my energy, because it is a lot of energy to facilitate these from a place of love and possibility. And so I need to start doing these a little less frequently. So it looks like we'll be doing that on just starting in November, moving just to Mondays. And we'll see after that how that goes. And so Mondays, I typically facilitate these at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join me live, you can expect that for the month of November. I don't know what is going to happen after that, but I have loads of guided practices here. You can follow me here as a teacher. You can, of course, make a donation would be great. I did a little bit of calculations, and in 75 Insight Timer lives, I've gotten a total of 13 cents per session that I've done these in donations. And so it was an experience of not knowing if this maybe isn't resonating the way I thought that it was, or if that's just normal. I don't know. But again, we're so appreciative, and I say we, my husband and I are always a part of this together. So appreciative of everybody who's joined. I'm so appreciative of everyone who's followed. I'm so appreciative of everybody who has reviewed and written a comment and shared and invited other people to join. I just have to start putting a little bit more boundaries around my time. And so I am so grateful for all of you for joining me here today. We can continue the conversation in the group, Permission to be Human, if you like. But of course, you can be a part of my course and any of my other live practices here on the platform. If you'd like to join me on Monday, I will be starting the pledge over at the top, and we'll be honoring what makes us perfectly imperfect. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for your donation and your kind words. Yeah, thank you for understanding. Much appreciated. I'm so glad that it feels like it's made a difference in your life. And it makes a difference to me for you showing up in my life too. So much appreciated. All right, beautiful souls. Keep embodying those values, igniting well-being, and giving yourself permission to be human along the way. Namaste.